Hi guys, welcome to today's session. Thank you all for your responses on yesterday. And our yesterday's quiz question was, what is Project 75? And it is the construction of 6 conventional submarines with better sensors and weapons and the air independent propulsion system. That is Project 75 India. Let's now start today's session. First question for the day. Which among the following is known as Summit on Financial Markets and the World Economy? And option A, BRICS Summit. Option B, G20 Summit. Option C, G7 Summit. And option D, World Economic Forum Annual Meeting. Guys, the correct answer here is, it is the G20 Summit, which is also known as Summit on Financial Markets and the World Economy. So our answer is option B. G20 is an informal group of 19 countries and the European Union. It has representatives of the International Monetary Fund IMF and the World Bank. And the membership comprises a mix of world's largest advanced and emerging countries, representing about 2/3 of world's population and 85% of global GDP and 80% of global investment and over 75% of global trade. And India is also a member to this. G20 presidency rotates annually according to a system that ensures a regional balance over time. For the selection of presidency, the 19 countries are divided into 5 groups, each having not more than 4 countries. And the presidency rotates between each group. Every year, G20 selects a country from another group to be president. India is in group 2, which also has Russia, South Africa and Turkey. And the G20 does not have a permanent secretariat or headquarters. Please note that. That is it. That's about G20. We'll now move to second question. Second question is, London Declaration 1949 led to the formation of which among the following? Option A, United Nations. Option B, World Bank. Option C, NATO. And option D, Commonwealth of Nations. Guys, the correct answer here is, it is option D, Commonwealth of Nations. Guys, Commonwealth of Nations is an international intergovernmental organization of countries that were mostly former territories of British Empire and dependencies, and it was established by the London Declaration in 1949, and Queen Elizabeth II is the head of the Commonwealth. Many countries from Africa, Asia, the Americas, Europe and the Pacific have joined the Commonwealth. The current membership includes 53 countries. The membership is based on free and equal voluntary cooperation. And the last country to join Commonwealth was Rwanda, which was in 2009. So please note that. Moving to the last question for the day. Last question is with reference to Defense Testing Infrastructure Scheme DTIS. Consider the following statements. Statement 1, it envisages to set up 6 to 8 new test facilities in partnership with private industry. Statement 2, the projects under the scheme will be provided with up to 75% government funding in the form of grant in aid. Which of the above statements is correct? Option A, 1 only. Option B, 2 only. Option C, both 1 and 2. And option D, neither 1 nor 2. Guys, the correct answer here is, both the statements are correct. So it is option C, both 1 and 2. Guys, recently the government has approved the launch of Defense Testing Infrastructure Scheme DTIS in order to give a boost to domestic defense and aerospace manufacturing. Government accorded high priority to development of manufacturing base of defense and aerospace sectors in the country under Make in India initiative to reduce dependence on imports. And in the above context, government has already announced the establishment of defense industrial corridors in 2 states in the country. And that is our quiz question for the day. Where is the defense industrial corridors of India to be established? Name the 2 states. Please post your answers in the comment section. Coming back to discussion, this scheme, DTIS scheme, aims to promote indigenous defense production, with a special focus on participation of MSMEs and startups by bridging gaps in defense testing infrastructure in the country. And it will also provide easy access and to meet the testing needs of the domestic defense industry. It will facilitate indigenous defense production, consequently reduce imports of military equipment and help make the country self-reliant. And it envisages to set up test facilities in partnership with private industry. The projects under the scheme will be provided up to 75% government funding in the form of grant in aid, and remaining 25% of the project cost will have to be borne by the special purpose vehicle whose constituents will be Indian private entities and state governments. So that is about DTIS scheme. That's it. That's all for today, guys. Please post answer to the quiz question and your scores in the comment section. We'll meet tomorrow with another set of questions. Thank you for watching.